Drama, despair, delight, expect them all and so much more. We are all set for day one of a brand new season. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Now the lineups for the game. So it's away we go then. Spoon forward. So a great thrill to witness the start of a brand new managerial career. What a day this is for him. And Jim, what do you think of his prospects?
Well, I have to admit, Peter, that I didn't see this appointment coming. There were other candidates with bigger reputations, but he's obviously impressed upon the powers that be that he can deliver what they want, and good luck to him.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Dashing forward at pace. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Aimed long and direct. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Whipped in. Towering header! Good delivery, no joy.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Over it comes. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Gets it back. That's too long. Ball's out on the left now. Too long and over the line. Can he find a finish now? Meets it first time! There it is!
Devastating. I mean, that's the only word you can use to describe that. That kind of breaking power is absolutely devastating. That was fantastic to watch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Well, there's something you don't see every day. Done very well to intervene. A chance! Goes for a sweeping cross. Brave effort, total commitment.
And he really threw himself at that one. Just a little more accuracy was all it needed.
Shoots! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Gets things going for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Ball swung in. Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, he produced a terrific header, but his last-minute burst forward worked a treat when everyone else was waiting to see where the ball was likely to arrive. Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Cuts it out. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
thrust towards the front line. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? It's a loose ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. And now they can launch a counter. Gets up to head it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
And it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. That's good intervention. Things could have got far worse than that. Boots it upfield.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
And if they don't get the job done from here, he'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a 3-goal cushion. Should have finished things off.
He put on quite a show there.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
It's opened up nicely for him. He's done very well to get to that.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Battles to win it back. Chance! He's away! He's got away with one there.
Yeah, and it's very good play to force the initial error there. That's what created the opening in the first place.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
And out to safety. Gets it back, pumps it forwards. Decent progress down the left. Up he gets! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that's that. Day one, job done, the perfect start they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, the players always like to win the first game of a campaign, and they've done it in good style with that win.
So, many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
So it's away we go then. Tries the route one option. Dmitry Kombarov. He's on a charge, but he's on his own for now. And it's Adriano. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Heads it! It's in! Offside.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Keeper's got good distance on that. Out for a throw. Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Dmitry Kombarov pumps it upfield. Some Astute defending to ensure they got no further. Out to the left it goes. Ball's out on the left now. Played into the middle. Great reaction. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Whipped in. Keeper's ball. Glushakov. Ball's gone out of play. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Now it's Adriano. Tries a long pass towards the front. Spoon forward. Well, it shouldn't have ended like that. It's a shame. Everything was really looking good.
Well, what can you say about that? It's difficult to know whether to criticise or sympathise. I'll favour the latter because we've all done it. You take your eye off the ball and everyone feels let down.
Sticks in a foot to win it back. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully...
What about it? And finally, he has breathed life into the game. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Adriano. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
And it's Adriano. Battles to win it back. Adriano. Thrust towards the front line.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Goes long and forward. Crosses in a low one. It's anyone's ball. They scored early in the second half to give them a 1-0 lead. Adriano. It's a long forward pass. It's a forceful run down the right, but he's short of options now. Hit into the middle. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Knocks it away. Mauricio pumps it forwards. shoots it upfield. Adriano. And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. Giovanni Dos Santos, his first start here. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, there's a versatility about him, and we may see him deployed in 2 or 3 positions, but it'll be interesting to see where he starts here and whether he's an instant hit or not.
We can have a look at them now. So we're up and running. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries the route one option. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. To get it forward quickly. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Goes long and forward. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Promising run he's making on the right. Giovanni Dos Santos tries to pick out a teammate. They've scored!
Unbelievable.
Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, look, the early feed gave him the opportunity to get the volley away, but there was such a high tariff on that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
A real chance to break. Gets it into the middle. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
nearly half an hour gone here. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. And that's a throw-in. Ball's out on the left now. That'll be a throw-in. Pushes it out wide. Giovanni Dos Santos tries making a foray down the right. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Great leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Gets it back. There is the half-time whistle.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. We're underway again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. There's the cross. Play for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Good run down the left, what can they make of it? Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Battles to win it back. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Pumps it forwards.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
It's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched. His decision-making really is what let him down more than anything else.
Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Spoon forward. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, there's no point in adopting a conservative attitude now. As long as they don't lose their shape completely, they have to throw men forward in this situation.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And he's onside! Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Defenders on the back foot. Time added on, 4 minutes. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Defence has got rid of that. Knocks it towards the front. And there goes the final whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Look, it's a very fine win, but for me, the defence has been terrific in holding on to that lead.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Thrust towards the front line. It's a throw-in. Managed to get it away. It's gone for a throw-in. So what now? Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Good challenge, he just stood firm, pumps it forwards. Tries to get it forward quickly. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Ball's out on the left now. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He's still going. Where to next? Gets it into the middle. He'll have a dip! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Done very well to intervene. Gets it back. Pumps it upfield. A chance! Aimed long and direct. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're underway again. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's cut it out. And through to the goalkeeper. Knocks it towards the front. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Spoon forward. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and if he's allowed time on the ball, it opens up a wealth of other possibilities.
Big chance! That is wayward.
I think when you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
So not long left in this now. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Who's going to make this theirs? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Can he find a finish? Yes, he can!
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have to guess which one I preferred.
Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Plays it out to the wing. And that will be the final act. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, the exercise here was totally focused on making round two, and while it may have been a bit tighter than they would have wanted, it's enough, and they can take that spirit and togetherness forward now and be a formidable opponent.